Look, man, I know there's no returns on ammo, all right? I know there's no returns on ammo, but when you sell me 200 rounds of 9mm, and then I open, where did it go? Where did it go? I can't return it if I threw it.
You threw it at the door.
God. Stop walking away. When you sell me 200 rounds of 9mm, and I open the box, and it's 40, you are legally authorized to give me a return, you chump.
40 bullets or 40mm
It's
ammo?
40 Smith & Wesson. What am I supposed to do with 40 Smith & Wesson? I don't shoot 40 Smith & Wesson. I've got other ways of disappointing my parents. Here, take returns on this one.
You know, we can remove the primers and the powder and load it into some casings.
It's not about what I can do with the ammo. It's a principle thing. Why don't you take a return on that one, Ralph?
Mike and Ralph's. I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
Yeah, I know, Benson, I know. He just ripped me off on 200 rounds of 9mm that he said was 9mm and was in a box labeled 9mm, but it was 40 Smith & Wesson. Let's go beat up the Mick and Ralph's crier.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right?
You didn't hear me say I was gonna go beat up the Mick and Ralph's crier, did you? We're gonna go beat up the Mick and Ralph's crier. Come on.
Oh, the kid didn't do anything to deserve it. That whole incident with Mick and Ralph really set you off.
It makes me, oh no, I can't do returns on ammo. I understand, because you don't know if someone tampered with it or not, but it was in a box labeled 9mm.
It's really their fault.
It is their fault, and I think they're obligated to return it, but you know what? I threw a brick of C4 in there with a timer on it, and I'm gonna let him figure out how to defuse it.
You don't use a timer with C4, you have a detonator, remember?
That one has a timer on it. I put a timer on it. Buddy Chicken found an egg timer. I strapped an egg timer to it, and also I duct taped like 500 wires to the side of the thing, so he's gonna have to figure out which one of those to cut. Hi, Rat.
Host drop trow, get cap to gib, but Guy Scuffy will fast way. Guy need
what?
cap, you see Guy?
What? That guy was trying to rob you.
Guy Scuffy need cap, no lie.
Good thing you followed my advice. I always keep my caps in my crack on the strip.
What the
Those hoes, they be filling the outside of your pockets, counting your shit.
Those things are sharp.
Count boot.
Yeah, you're both
Count
stupid.
your caps, your money. Who would count your
Stop picking your
doo-doo?
nose in public. Do
Unless
that in the
you shat
bathroom in
caps.
private, you
You
goober.
boot caps, hoes.
Ner.
You seen that courier bitch?
Hello, ner.
White dude, looks kinda badass. Let me know.
Fertig hoes, bros.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, what's your deal?
What'd it do? There you are. I'm supposed to have been looking all over for your ass.
Supposed to have been, haven't been, because you're lazy. What?
Now you've been froze.
What?
Oh!
4 dogs fixing to make some motherfucking money.
What?
Get his feet, hoes.
The Blackheart tribe had held the French Quarter for 40 years in relative peace. A random council maintained order with bountiful crops, numbers increased. Prophetic dreams of Sturm und Drang awoke, and black clouds breached Biloxi Beach. 300 fled west, hurricane in tow. Our harvests and homes swallowed by the sea. Only one arrived at the gates, penniless and full then nipped our heels as we trudged on. And 1 score fewer arrived at Shreveport, less pep in our step, less sing in our song, picking slim, our bellies full of hunger. These trees had lesser will to stand. Black hearts 2 score more, decreased in number, arrived in Dallas where I dreamt of sand. Dowsing rods had heat stroke on the plains. 2 fighting boys smashed our sacred ewer. The gods never more blessed us with rain. Lubbock greeted black hearts 50 fewer. While we died of thirst, fate planned even worse. In Albuquerque, wild dogs parade for water or death to relieve our curse. 170 black hearts prayed. Only one arrived at the gates, penniless and full of hate. Plant a new harvest, grow a new tribe, leave only one legionnaire alive. These trees became just a bit more regal. Flagstaff claimed only 1 score to sick rats. But then I dreamt of Karen crows and beagles devouring a clouder of black cats. Some of us were murdered, some were raped. 1 slipped unseen by the Legion's red glare. Some killed themselves, for none would be slaves. Only one black heart arrived at the gate.
Oh no, we lost Veronica's grab assistant perk. She just turned the 188.
Oh, that's it's whatever.
He give you much trouble?
Nah, dog. It's like shooting puppies in a barrel.
That's not how the phrase goes, you moron!
He's awake. I'm opening the door. Don't try anything.
Oh, I'm gonna try something.
Hi. Remember me? Don't get bent.
Alright.
I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, you were just doing your job, and I just did my job, which is to be stuck in this room forever, apparently.
Ah,
Oh.
Hi. Remember me?
couldn't forget.
Don't get bent, courier. I'm just doing my job.
We brought you back to make sure you do your job. Follow me. We'll talk to Miss Jones, your employer.
Why did you just drop dead? Did you have an aneurysm?
Welcome back to the Egyptian.
This is our first time here.
Shop's still open. Come by if you need something.
Okay, I've never been here before.
Yeah. Never even heard of the Egyptian. That's new. So we're just gonna sit here and enjoy this opening song. You know, the credits are supposed to go at the end of the mod, but very well.
Usually you do that, unless it's like older movies where they put the credits at the beginning of the movie.
Well, maybe that's what they're going for. Hello! Hey!
Hello again.
It's way too bright. Are you a glowing one? What the hell is happening right now? What do you mean again? This is the first time I've ever seen you.
That bullet must have hit the exact spot where you kept the memory of agreeing to work for me.
Yeah, I guess so, Miss. I'm going to gaslight you.
Marcanti can give you something for your brain. I know 4 Dogs ammo can be painful.
The
The moron that shot me. Got it.
The
Yeah,
paralyzing
no, that's
ammo
fine.
was very painful, yes.
Why did you sick him on me?
I have him on retainer. Seems he has a broad definition of don't harm the courier. Deal's still good. A further 4,000 caps once the job's done.
What deal? The deal for him or the deal? Lady, I'm so lost right now. I am this close to killing every single person in this building.
I guess we'll let you leave here in one piece then.
Big talk for a lady wearing literally no armor whatsoever. What exactly was it that I agreed to do?
You agreed to acquire the key to Vault 54 and return to me for further instructions. It may already be too late. If the ghoul Dr. Martin is gone, or you can't find his key, bring me some other personal item of his.
Well, I guess we'll go looking for a key, I guess.
Okay, if you say so.
And he said I could borrow the ludicrously long play holotape, Sounds from Below Volume 4, so grab that too.
What?
Is there anything else you'd like along the way? Perhaps a gallon of milk?
Some fries, get the oil changed in your car.
4Dog knows about the project, and he's not bad with that laser gun. I suggest you take him with you.
Nope, not doing that. Yeah, 4Dog is a buffoon!
Why do we have to bring him with us?
It was my design that 4Dog would accompany you on this quest. Understand?
Well, it was my design that I stay in bed until 3:30 in the afternoon and not get shot by a moron with a laser gun!
I sense the Legion nearby. Be careful.
You mean you sense the Legion nearby?
Yeah? They're always crawling around.
What do you mean you sense the Legion nearby? What the heck is this?
Bunch of knickknacks?
Voodoo Dollhouse.
Okay. Got some interesting things here. Well, let's go get her the key, and that'll be a simple delivery job.
You're trying my patience.
Oh,
The feeling seems to be mutual.
you know, it's like they always say, tracers work both ways, lady.
Is that what they say?
This is just gonna be a Ford situation all over again, isn't it?
He does seem to be somewhat insufferable.
What up, courier? You probably need my help.
No, I absolutely fucking do not.
But we are going to travel together, so let's go.
Smart move.
Pick up Sounds from Below, Volume 4, and get the key to Vault 54 or a personal item.
Sounds simple enough.
Okay, well, I suppose we can do that. Hey,
I've got armor, weapons, and ammo as well.
those plants probably don't need to be watered as much as you're watering them. They're desert plants, my guy. You can kind of just flick some water on them and then they'll be all right.
He hates plants. He's trying to kill them.
Oh, all right. He's like, yeah, that lady in there. I don't know what her name is. What is her name?
Chloe?
Oh, Chloe. I keep telling Chloe to put some clothes on. She's scaring away all the customers, but she won't do it, so I'm killing all her plants.
Yeah, you've got a lot of garbage.
Yeah, you have absolutely nothing I'm interested in. All right, let's go.
Tally-ho! All right, out for adventure. So, this place, the Egyptian, eh? Not too far
Oh,
away
is that
from-
what this is? Oh, I think we went past this place before.
Oh, so we have been here.
This is false advertising. There are no death claws in there. Back the fuck up, Ford. There are no death claws in there. I thought there were going to be death claws in there, and now I'm incredibly disappointed.
You wanted to be killed by a death claws in there? Or you think you wanted it to be a casino?
It's just false. It's false advertising. It's a bait and switch. Hey, we got death claws, and you go inside, and there's no death claws. There's just a scantily clad woman with a bad haircut playing guitar.
Well, maybe she transforms into a death claw when the moon is full.
That isn't possible because then I would be attracted to her.
Because, as we know, you're enticed by human deathclaw hybrids, which is why you like Eve so much.
I don't know where you got that information from. No. I like wear death claws. Wear claws?
Where claws?
Wear claws. God, I think that is actually going through Deathclaw territory. Okay, so maybe the sign wasn't entirely false advertising. I don't think it's anyone at the 188. My magic compass says this building. Stop getting all up in my shit, Four Dog!
You can tell him to keep his distance.
Hang on, Four Dog. Hang on.
With words, you could use your words.
Why use words when I have a small sock filled with lead shot?
Ass over detail.
It's not like less than lethal rounds are actually lethal at close distance.
You know they are.
There is a scale of less lethal, right?
Yeah.
Beanbag rounds are on the not actually less lethal end of the scale.
Exactly.
Because, like, look what happens when I do this.
A lot of blood came out.
See, he's dead.
It's pretty lethal, all right.
He's just dead now.
The name like Four Dog, I expect he's got a tough forehead. More like Forehead Dog.
Maybe this is where we're supposed to be? What is this? You got, like, we got some mushrooms growing down there?
It's like a greenhouse, very small, very bad greenhouse.
Oh, it's not really a greenhouse, but it does make sense that he would cover up the mushrooms, because mushrooms like to be in a dark spot.
Possibly? Oh.
Oh.
Legionnaires after all.
Hi.
Hold on. Maybe they're,
When have Legionnaires ever, excuse me, can you guys just stand there for a second? Thank you.
Yeah.
When have Legionnaires ever been nice to us?
I'm not saying they're gonna be great people, but we could manipulate them, lie to them like we're constantly being lied to.
I misread this where it says fire hose real. I misread that as fire hose hell. I saw the EL at the end of real, so I was just like, what the heck is fire hose hell?
You immediately
Come
start
on
yelling
down to
at-
Big Bell's fire hose hell!
Start yelling at me and immediately get distracted by something else.
I got that special brain, man. I can't help it.
Alright, if you want to shoot him, fine, but... Well, I guess the Legion aren't a problem anymore.
It's called on-site. That's what it is, on-site.
On this site. Oh,
On-site!
This area is under Frumentari control. Get out.
can we assist you with your frumentary business?
Why?
I don't think so.
I could find a thing that you want.
Better not. Go on about your business.
You're awfully polite for a Legion dude, but that's not gonna stop me from shooting you with a 12 gauge.
You asked when the first time that Urban Polite was. Ta-da, polite! You murder me.
All members of Caesar's Legion must die. Orders special investigation.
He had special orders. We could have asked him about those.
He wasn't gonna tell us anything. SFBV4 LLP.
Must be sounds from below, which was what we're here for.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. It's ludicrously long because there was like different types of vinyl albums. So there was like an LP. That's why LPs. Now, when someone comes out with an album, a lot of the time they call it an LP, even though it doesn't really make any sense to call it an LP because it's one, not on vinyl, and two, isn't actually an LP. But LP stood for long play. So LLP would be ludicrously long play. So it's a pun on a type of physical audio media.
I see.
I used to collect records. I don't really anymore. They're kind of a pain in the ass to collect.
You gotta lug them every time you move.
Yeah, and it's like, I'd rather just...
Did the Legion kill that doctor over there? Wait, is that the person we were sent to get the key from?
I think so. I'd rather collect cassette tapes. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, sure. Physical media it's nice to handle sometimes.
Yeah. I also like seeing little reels spin around on there. Like, records are cool, but their records are so 1800s.
You gotta stick your pencil in the cassette tapes and rewind them and stuff. I don't know if you want to do
It's
that.
not a pencil. Everyone says that it's a pencil, and it's not a pencil. It's a Bic pen. You need a Bic pen. Pencils will not fit into cassette tapes. I promise you they won't. Do you know how I know? Because I own a bunch of cassette tapes, and I own a bunch of number 2 pencils, and number 2 pencils don't fit in cassette tapes. Bic pens do, though.
Maybe not number 2 pencils. Maybe use a different kind of pencil. They sell other kinds.
I have yet to find a pencil that fits inside even golf pencils don't fit inside cassette tapes. It's a Bic pen. I'm telling you, it's a Bic pen.
Okay.
That's what fits in a cassette tape that you rewind it with. And if you want to be real crazy, what you do is you put the cassette tape on the Bic pen, and then you spin the pen around in circles. But you got to be really careful not to do it too fast, because otherwise the cassette goes woo and flies across the room.
Like a New Year's noisemaker.
Yeah. People don't know this now. For a second, I thought he was like a weird training dummy because I was looking at the rocket.
You got a rocket for a head.
It's okay. Anyway, people don't know this, but you used to actually have to worry about how much battery life you had left, because batteries used to be expensive. I mean, I guess they still kind of are expensive.
Yeah.
But like when you had a cassette player, when you had your Sony Walkman that was bright yellow and it was a Walkman with AM/FM radio built into it. Wow! So like you kind of had to be conservative about how much you use the batteries, and if you really wanted to make the batteries last, you would manually wind the cassette tape back. Or you just flip the cassette tape over and listen to the other side, and now it's wound to the first side.
Yeah, side
But
B.
like, you know, if you stop at some point and now you want to start listening to the album over again, you got to rewind the cassette tape. So you would have to shove a Bic pen into the cassette and spin it around a bunch of times to rewind it. Or they made these little things, and I used to have one, and it's gone, and I don't know what happened to it.
Automatic cassette tape pencil
No,
rewinder.
they had a little crank that would attach to a cassette tape. It was a little hand crank, that it like a handle folded out, and you go zzz, and rewind it, and it was great. I loved it. It was so cool. It was this really neat little thing, and I used to have one. I lost it years ago.
I have never
One of the
seen that before.
multitude of things that got thrown out when I left for the army, and my family was like, "Well, Zach doesn't live here anymore. Throw it all in the trash."
Yeah. Great. A manual hand crank
hand
tape
crank
rewinder.
cassette tape rewinder. Yup, I used to have one. I don't know what happened to it. I find them on Etsy and eBay occasionally, but they're always like $40 or $50, and it's like I don't need to get one now. Maybe I should buy one at some point, but like I don't need one anymore.
You get a hand crank vinyl rewinder.
No, you just put the arm back to the start.
Yeah, it's a scale like headlight fluid, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have very many cassette tapes as a kid. I had a Happy Birthday cassette tape, and I think I had Aqua, so I could listen to Barbie Girl. I think that may have been it.
Did you have the Snoopy cassette tape that was like that had a bunch of the Christmas songs? It was like Snoopy versus the Red Baron.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
I had that
I'm sure
one.
the family had a whole bunch of cassette tapes. But when I started buying my own, I really only had one or two before I immediately swapped over to CDs. That was the hot new thing.
Yeah, CDs were CDs became affordable around the time that like we had those. I had a bunch of cassette tapes, but none of them were really any good. So.
Yeah.
Another day in paradise.
Yep. Yes, indeed, Ford. We probably shouldn't have killed these people. Maybe we should go back in time.
Yeah.
To before I spent entirely too long talking about cassette tapes.
And on our way out, give them a parting gift.
It's like there's so many different ways. There's so many ways to skin that cat of how do we get the player character into this cell. There's so many ways to skin that cat. But yet every single mod author, every mod author, Mr. Kings, I don't know what your actual name is. I'm not going to be bothered to learn it. That's fine. You can look away. Every mod author is like, we knock him unconscious. That's how we get him there. Just like, don't do that. Don't do that. It's really simple. It's really simple. Just ask me to go there and I'll go there.
Oh, at this point, it's a running joke.
It's not a running joke. It's
a
infuriating.
recurring gag.